Good evening and welcome. My name is Cecilia and I am the owner of the Essential Toolbox. I've been using essential oils for about 5 years now, and I love finding new ways to incorporate them into my life. I use them in my do-it-yourself cleaning products to replace toxic chemicals in my home and also for health and wellness support. And I love sharing my knowledge and recipes of essential oils. I feel that to have a successful experience with essential oils, you need the education with it. Okay, and with that being said, Eucalyptus Essential Oil 101, the how, what, where, when, and why of using eucalyptus essential oil. The first written report about eucalyptus was in 1642 by a man named Abel Jan Zoon Tasman during his exploration of the island of Tasmania off Australia. He sent a group of men to check out the island and find out what was on there. And during that, they reported to him that they found trees that secreted gum. Henceforth, it's called the gum tree. And there were other European explorers as well that wrote about the gum tree. It was used medicinally by native people in Australia. The Aboriginals used eucalyptus to make tools. They made tonics from eucalyptus. They used the gums and leaves as a poultice, and they made infusions to drink from the gum of the tree, and they burnt the leaves for breathing support. Very important about eucalyptus. They also made spears, shields, canoes, and boomerangs from it. So basically, they tried to use every part of the tree to their advantage. Also, eucalyptus is a member of the myrtle family and is sourced from Australia and South Africa both. As a matter of fact, in Australia, there are actually 700 species of eucalypts that grow there. And they grow anywhere from 30 feet to 200 feet high. So we're talking about a big tree here. The oil is steam distilled from the leaves and stems, and is adapted to surviving by having dormant shoots inside of the plant that are triggered to grow when it encounters heat. So if there's a fire, eucalyptus will be one of the first things to regrow because of those shoots. It is the main food source for koala bears. In fact, they eat about 450 pounds of eucalyptus a year, but they're very picky about which species they eat. There are protective poisons in the leaves that are harmful to leaf-eating insects, another way that they've adapted to survive. But it's not harmful to the koala bears because their digestive systems have learned how to detoxify the leaves. The trees consume copious amounts of water, and they can act as a windbreak. They were brought to California in the late 1800s to help reduce swamplands. Believe it or not, there were swamplands in California then. And they brought it for timber and windbreaks, but in doing so, they discovered they couldn't use it for timber because the wood curls when it dries. So that was kind of out. And if you were to go to California now, there's a lot of cities that still have eucalyptus in them. And there's a city that actually adopted their eucalyptus trees because people wanted to get rid of them, and they actually lined the whole street. And the people decided to adopt the trees and save them, which they did. So eucalyptus is found in spas and therapeutic settings because it is calming and soothing. And chances are you've walked into a spa and smelled eucalyptus because of these properties. It is known for its respiratory support. Remember that I said that the Aborigines used the leaves, burning leaves on the eucalyptus for this? It's good for respiratory support as well. So it's cleansing to the environment and can easily be used in cleaning. And just as it's cleansing in the environment, it can be cleansing to your body as well. So you could use it in shampoos or soaps. It is disliked by insects, so it can be combined with other oils as a potent insect spray. And it also helps to boost mental clarity. Eucalyptus is actually called the oil of wellness. It helps address feelings of wellness. It has a strong menthol aroma. It helps to support taking full responsibility for your well-being and claim wholeness. And that's according to the Essential Emotions book. If you're interested in emotions and how you can use them with essential oils or use essential oils with your emotions, this book is a great thing to have. It outlines the singular oils plus the blends, and there's also a body guide and an emotions guide that you can use. So if you wanted to look up something in the emotions guide, there's things like abandoned, decisive, spiritual, dominated, and what you would do is you look up your concern. It will give you oils to use, questions to look deeper, declarations, and visualizations to use. And also the body guide is just what it says. It's a body guide. If you were having an issue with a certain part of your body, you would look the body part up in the body guide and follow the directions similar to the emotions guide. So it's an interesting tool to have in your toolbox and can be very, very helpful. Eucalyptus can be applied to the chest or over the bridge of the nose. It has a camphorous, airy aroma, so it's good for that respiratory support. You can diffuse it or inhale from cupped hands for respiratory support as well. You can apply it to your feet and affect reflexology points. Some people use it for head tension. They might apply to their temples and their neck as well. It's great for use with seasonal threats. And remember how I said that I had calming and soothing properties, so you can dilute it and massage into overused muscles, so it can work that way on your muscles. And while you're doing that, you're actually getting the aromatic benefits of the eucalyptus as well. So you get a double whammy for your money there. So eucalyptus can be used aromatically. You can put it in a diffuser. You can smell it directly from the bottle. I've done that on numerous occasions. You can put drops in your hands and rub your hands together, make a tent over your nose, watching out for your eyes, and inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. And do that as many times as you feel like. You can take a rest and go back and do it again if you like. That's another way to get the aromatic benefits of it. You can use it on the shower floor out of the direct stream of water. You can use a passive diffuser, such as essential oil jewelry. Essential oil jewelry basically is some type of chain, leather, metal, whatever, and it has a pendant on the end. And inside the pendant is cotton or some kind of pad, and you drop some drops on there, 1 to 3, and then you can lift that up and smell that during the day to get the aromatic benefits. You can use an EO inhaler. It's just a little tube and it's a long cotton wick in it. And you drop 10 to 15 drops. Now, this is for an adult on that. And you can open that up during the day and inhale that and, for respiratory support. For children, you want to make sure they're 5 and over, and you only want to use 4 to 8 drops for them. The smaller the child, the less drops you want to use, remembering that they are smaller human beings, so they need less than we do. And in that case, less is always better. You can start out with a smaller amount if need be. You can use eucalyptus topically. You would dilute it with a carrier oil. You can use a roller ball on your forearms, wrist, above the heart, along the spine, around the neck, on the belly or feet. On the belly or feet are really good for babies. Very, very good for babies and kids. There's been a lot of research, and you can do a little bit on this for yourself if you're interested in using essential eucalyptus internally. There is a variety called globulus that can be used internally. Now, that being said, that is if you check the label out. Remember that all essential oils are not created equal. They are not pure oils. They can be diluted with alcohols, water, all kinds of interesting things. And so you have to check the label. Remember, when you check the label for internal use, it should say essential oil supplement on it, and then it should say supplement facts. That's how you know if you can use an oil internally or not, okay? And there's been a lot of misinformation about eucalyptus wandering around out there. The globulus is safe to use internally, and you can use eucalyptus safely with kids. Now, of course, you're always going to use caution with children. You're going to use a child's dilution chart, and you always start out with a small amount for them. It has to be properly diluted with them. And remember, it just requires common sense. Since they are smaller, they're going to require a smaller amount of oil, so greater dilution for use with children. So eucalyptus can be used, we know, in cleaning supplies to help clean surfaces. And it smells amazing. And a lot of the times, these cleaning supplies that you can make, the do-it-yourselfers, are a lot more cost effective, especially right now, than what you can buy in the stores. And what I really like about making the cleaning supplies is that not only are you saving yourself some money, but you're also helping to not pollute the air in your home. A lot of experts consider that the air in our home is dirtier than the outside air. And that is due to the fact of the chemicals that we use, the air fresheners, the candles, the plug-ins, the laundry dryer sheets. I don't even want to go there. Dryer sheets are horrible. There's just all these toxic things that we use within our home. And that's why our air is so polluted inside. So by making your own products, you not only can save money, but you can actually help improve the air quality in your home. Especially here in Florida where I live, our air conditioner is on almost all the time, all year round. So it's not like we get to open the windows a lot, except when it gets cool. And that doesn't happen too often, especially right now. So I always give people a little challenge, and I ask them to go under their sink or where they keep their cleaning supplies, like in a cabinet, and take the bottle of whatever out, pick whatever bottle you want, go on the internet and Google the name of the chemical, one of the constituents in there, and put toxic beside it, ? And see what you come up with. And I think it will be very interesting to you. I know it was to me, and I'm pretty careful about that stuff, but I still had some things that were just lingering around that were not good. And so I got rid of those. But you can use eucalyptus in the diffuser to help clean the air in your house. And as I stated earlier, use a relaxing massage to help lessen tension and for the promotion of relaxation. And you can use it safely in bug sprays for humans and dogs. Remember, again, use dilution charts. There's dilution charts for adults, children, and animals. Okay, so you want to make sure that it is diluted properly. Using the diffuser to help promote feelings of clear breathing and open airways. And again, you can use it on skin for the purifying benefits that it has. And use in the shower to promote and invigorate vitality. Eucalyptus to me is on the same level as peppermint. When I smell peppermint, it invigorating isn't even the word. It just makes you feel like you're alive. It is so stimulating to your senses, and it feels so wonderful that you just feel alive. It's a wonderful, wonderful oil to have around. I actually had occasion to use it recently. We have a product called a breathe stick, and it has eucalyptus in it, and it's one that you use for respiratory support. I had bought it in for a customer, and I was at work, and I was exposed to some chemicals that were being used after mold remediation, and it was wicked. I mean, my eyes were burning, my nose, my throat, it was pretty bad. And I remembered about the breathe stick. And so here I am opening my customer's breathe stick. I'm sitting at my desk, and I just sat there for a few minutes, just breathing that in, and it really, really helped with that situation. And I bought a new breathe stick for my customer and kept that one at work, just so I have one there as well. So it's a good thing to have around eucalyptus. So these are some oils that eucalyptus, blends well with: geranium, lavender, lemon, spearmint, juniper berry, lemongrass, melissa, thyme, cardamom, peppermint, and rosemary. I always tried to include a variety of oils that blend well with other oils, because I don't know what people have in their house, number one. And number two, I like to have a variety of prices in there, the lower price oils being like the lemon and the lemongrass, the peppermint, the lavenders, things like that. And then there's the more pricey ones on there, like the juniper berry, melissa, and cardamom. But most of all, I don't know what people have in their house, but these are good ones to try along with eucalyptus. Oh, darn, there's two recipes in here. How did that happen? I was only supposed to have one and two somehow made their way in here. Don't know. Anyway, I decided to have some diffuser blends tonight with eucalyptus, since I do love diffusing eucalyptus. This morning dew blend is awesome. It is a minty, flowery, kind of fresh, invigorating smell all at the same time. It's kind of hard to describe, but it smells wonderful. It calls for 2 drops of eucalyptus, 2 drops of spearmint, and 2 drops of lavender. Now, if you are smell sensitive like I am, a lot of times these are a lot for me, and I will start off using one of each and add the others if I need more. But I would advise people, listen to your body. If you think the one's enough, use the one. That's perfectly fine. You're still getting the benefits from it. It's just that's what you need, and that's all you need to do. The second one is a respiratory rescue blend for the diffuser. And I love this picture. I love the way they did this with the branch for the lungs, and then there's the flowers. It's really, really neat. I did not make that. I'm not that creative, but I just thought that was really, really cool the way they did that. And it's 2 drops of lemon, 2 drops of eucalyptus, and 2 drops of rosemary. And again, if you want one of each, use one of each. Try it and see how that works for you. That's my talk for tonight on eucalyptus. Remember, my name is Cecilia. I am the Essential Toolbox. You can reach me at theessentialtoolbox@aol.com. That's my email address. My phone number is 239-825-3809. You can call and leave me a message or text me. I do work during the day. Sometimes texts are easier for me than calling, because sometimes I can't answer the phone, but I can click off a text. So that's really good. Or you can leave me a message and I'll get back to you. I am a doTERRA wellness advocate. My number is 6125349. I am also a certified essential oil coach. And my doTERRA website is my.doterra.com/the essential toolbox. And yes, there are 2 dots in there. If you don't use both the dots, you will not get there. It doesn't work. But you can go on and take a look if you'd like at some of the products that we have. They just came out with a really, really neat line of sunscreen products. They are non-nano zinc. They are phthalate-free, paraben-free, reef-friendly. That is a big deal, reef-friendly. There's a lot of places where sunscreen is not allowed because it's destructive to reefs. It's also vegan-friendly, so you could check those out. And we have a whole lot of other things, cleaning products with minimal ingredients in them, called the Abode line. Oh, I love the smell of that. And then, of course, there's our best-selling product. doTERRA is an essential oil company, but believe it or not, their best-selling product is called LLV. It's actually a line of vitamins, lifelong vitality. It's a wonderful product to use. I actually do take them. I did not when I first started using doTERRA, and everybody kept telling me about them. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll try them. What the heck? And I got to tell you, they work really well. I know when I don't take them, I can tell you that. So, they work great. And if you have a question tonight, later on, or if you're watching the recorded version and you have a question, please feel free to contact me and I can help you with it, whatever you need, whatever question you have. Thank you for being here and have a good night.